Oh my god, it's back, guys. I am bringing back the series that got me a ton of ad revenue. This is, if Video Game Donkey and Ben Yahtzee had a diseased son, then this would be the result. Welcome back to the Vanilla Show, a series where I take a look at the finest online games in the market. Now, if you are thinking to yourself,
Well, what the heck took you so long, Vanilla? You left us all in an Armageddon that has none of this entertaining game reviews. And now, you think that you can just bring this back with no explanation whatsoever?
well, first of all, you do know JonTron, right? And secondly, I will have a video that answers your questions about this series in the future. But for now, let us celebrate the resurrection of an old nostalgic show I once had and, I don't know, watch any of these people. They are a million times better than me. So, speech aside, let us get into the game that I shall review today, Pong Quest. A game that is basically Pong. It's one of the best games I've ever played. Now, you might be thinking that I'm being sarcastic or something, but I'm actually serious. This game is my waifu. Wait, let me correct that. One of my waifus. But, is it wrong to have more than one bride? But jokes aside, Pong Quest has to be one of the most overlooked games that I've seen from the Microsoft Store. And yes, it is not that popular, since the Google Play version of the game barely made 100 downloads.
But how much did the other versions get?
Shut up. I don't have the answers to everything, you know. And if you are using a bit of common sense, then you would have come down with the conclusion that the Windows Store version or the Apple version would have not been any better. So I found this game months ago, when this series was running once a week. I got bored watching Let's Players shout at the camera just to make a cheap joke, so I got into the Windows Store to download some games for a video wherein I shout at the camera just to make a cheap joke. Did I mention that this is not a retarded Let's Play channel? So the popular section didn't have any games that sparked my tastes, so I thought of one random word inside my head and typed it in the search bar. This word would be Quest. A few hundred games came to the results, and two of which caught my eye, these two being Death Quest and Pong Quest. You can already tell which one's the game I've played first, which soon punctured a hole in my life. Funny. Now the first thing I thought when I saw this game is that I know that they are going to make the title screen as crappy as it can be. And I'm right. What the heck is going on at the top right? Did I break something? Yup. I just started the game and I just broke something.
Free to die. This game is free and will only be updated if you die billions of times.
That, my friends, is the words of some kind gentleman. Just give them a round of applause. What the heck is that? Death Quest? More like, well, to be honest, this game is already a quest of death to begin with. So after walking through a glimpse of the Nethers for 7 minutes straight, I played the next game on my list, Pong Quest. And Pong Quest was the one that slapped me at the back of my neck and said,
Yo man, why didn't you play me first?
Of course, I responded, well, sorry for not knowing that you're an African American. Now how you play Pong Quest is just like how you play the original Atari Pong. You move a white bar that is trying to defend darkness at its back from the flying balls that is being bounced back by another white bar that serves the same purpose. Now, I would have given this a 1 star in the store if it is basically the same thing, but I didn't because number 1, who the heck reads the reviews of an app, and number 2, because this game had a twist to it. Unlike regular Pong, Pong Quest adds a little challenge into the mix. At first, you will be playing regular old tennis against a CPU, and the next thing you know, the CPU has a bigger bar, there are multiple balls flying around, and you are quickly moving your bar around like a dog trying to catch its tail. And I love it. The challenges never gets old, and your score actually matters for once, since you need to reach a certain amount of points to win the game. Aside from the campaign mode, there's a random mode wherein the challenges are unlimited. I find it very fun to play with after finishing the whole game. Of course, cannot forget 2-player mode, which I didn't get to play on. I don't have friends, but I am sure that's also fun. If only I interacted more on Facebook. But even with a game that is great as this, I do have some slight criticisms. I played both the Microsoft Store version and the Google Play version of the game, and I just can't help but feel like the Google Play version is bad.
What?
You may ask.
Is the app laggy? Does it have some features that the store version doesn't have?
Nope. It's not any of those. It's just that my phones are too big.
Wait, that's all?
Yeah. Have you ever lived with 2 ginormous phones? It's a sad life.
Yeah, screw it. I am basically here for this little comedic scene of yours.
Now, don't get me wrong. The Google Play version works just as fine as the Windows 10 version, but the problem is the device that you're playing at. If you're playing with your phone, the screen may be too small that your phones will get in the way from seeing where your paddle is. I thought that I can get around this problem when playing, but when the game starts launching many balls at you, that's when I gave up and played another game. I also have a rant on the Windows 10 version though. I use the up and down keys to move, but it is sometimes unresponsive and I have to resort to playing with the mouse. I don't like playing with the mouse. My index finger always gets cramps when using that, and why am I negatively criticizing a game just because of my fingers? What the hell am I saying for the past few minutes?
You tell me.
But overall, Pong Quest is a great game. Although I wouldn't say that's as good as some of the AAA games out there. But as a game that's being sold in the market like the Windows Store, it holds up pretty well. I will give this a 9 out of 10. And by the way, I added subtitles in my videos, so if you can't keep up with my fast voice, or just can't English well, you can always click the CC button.